Howdy. Part of what I liked about this particular challenge was that it was not just a loadout for an individual, but an individual as a part of a team. So what I wanted to do with this was set this up as how would I do this as a part of the team I normally train with, which is usually one shepherd. And so I made myself a few extra rules above and beyond Brent's here, that I didn't want to carry anything that I hadn't carried in the field before and that wouldn't be applicable to a one shepherd scenario. So here we go from there. I'm going to start with my loadout here and then show it as I unload it. You may hear or see kids running around. That's just my life. Okay, so first off, this is my loadout. Turning around, you'll see the whole thing. Jump up and down. It's pretty solid. I'd want to fix this strap. Dangling loose. First question, why did I choose this rifle? I chose the M1A, even though this is not normally a one shepherd rifle. There is one event where I did get to carry this rifle. I chose it because of the mission. It looks as if we're going to be outgunned and outnumbered by the enemy, and with ambushes and harassing attacks, I thought we would want the standoff capability. And seeing as how this already called for me to be carrying 30 caliber ammunition for the 60, I would carry this as well. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this ruck and start unloading it, talk about it. Lower the camera a little bit here. Okay, so from here, my battle rattle. I'm carrying on my person 3, 4, 5 magazines, plus one in the rifle. For this, one of the things I like about this rig is I can change this out for 223 magazines without any alteration. These have got this kind of hard plastic deal in there. I'm carrying one pistol magazine, E-tool. I'm carrying sidearm, Glock 19, and soft T tourniquet. My admin pouch back here. Here I carry my spare batteries for the angle head flashlight. My admin pouch, I have my notebook. I carry a AA angle head flashlight with a red lens. I like this because it's not very bright. I do not like these LED headlamps. They're brighter than the taillight on your car. If I need to read a map in the dark, I want something that's just bright enough to read the map. I've got a chem light in here in case I need that. That's mostly for signaling or marking a trail or something like that at night. I also keep my makeup in there, but I still had it in my pocket from painting my face. Admin pouch, got a spot for a map, dry erase marker. It's not good to mark on a map, but I find it really helps when I'm doing my route planning. I can mark it up, plan my route, and then erase it so I don't have it falling into enemy hands. I've keep a map protractor and corner angle, my map tools. And in here is just notebook and pen. The last item, probably on my battle rattles is going to be my Lensatic compass, tritium compass. If you're going to move at night, you got to have a tritium compass. I don't see any way around it. Never make fun of somebody who's consulting his compass. He's keeping from getting lost. Also, I have this weird thing on my arm. It doesn't match the camo. It's not a fashion statement. It was cheap. But I keep my SOI card in here, a notebook, and a pen. So if I'm receiving radio traffic while we're on the move, I can jot down notes very quickly. Saves me a lot of time. That's the battle rattle. These are just cheap mechanics gloves. I don't know where I got them from. Auto parts store, super cheap. Pace beads. I'm only carrying 1 quart of water on my battle rattle. That's a little light. I've used this in the field a lot for multi-day exercises. It's been enough, but I plan on replacing that with a 2 or 3 liter Camelback as soon as I have the opportunity to. So from there, I'm going to move on to, let's see, are we still visible here? Not quite. I'm going to drop my tripod. Trying to do this all in one take, so please forgive me. So, because we're dealing as a squad, I thought, well, how would it be if I was assigned to carry the radio also? Somebody in the squad's got to carry a radio, so I would make this loadout as if I was assigned RTO. Some of this stuff I may not carry if, for instance, I have an E-tool here. If I'm on a 4-man squad and there's 4 E-tools in the squad, there's no reason to have 4 E-tools in the fire team. I could leave that behind and we could share around some of the gear. I'm using a large Alice. It's the good thing about it is it's quite capacious. The bad thing about it is it's really big, and people will come along and say, hey, you got room for this, and you'll end up carrying for a lot of other people besides yourself. My sleep system right here, this is the E-Cruise sleep system. With the temperatures they're calling for, I'm carrying the bivy cover. Here, we'll just lay that back there, buddy. Good job. Carrying the Gore-Tex bivy and the black bag. Black bag is probably technically warmer than what I need, although this one is old enough it's lost a lot of its fluffiness. It's not as warm as it used to be. And I'm bringing a Wobie also. If I'm pulling security or something like that, it's nice to have something I can just pull out and wrap up in, or have the extra layer of insulation if I need it. Setting that aside, with the Ruck, I've got poncho on the outside here. Probably wouldn't carry this if I wasn't also packing for the possibility of RTO duties. I'm probably not going to use it as rain shelter because it's not the best rain shelter, and I usually don't like to build any kind of tarpaulin tent unless I'm using it for to shield the light if I need to look at things in the dark, which is what you'll have to do if you're RTO. So, poncho. This pouch here is kind of my, I don't know what you call it, health and beauty toiletries. Uh-oh. I'm going to lose these gloves here. Roll of toilet paper, way more than I need. It's not a full load roll, but it's still enough toothpaste, toothbrush, foot powder. Again, if I paint it green, that'd be better. And baby wipes. I also have in here a little sewing kit. Something else in here. Oh, that's an old baby wipe. Yuck. So, put this back in here. This pouch on the side. This is where I keep coffee, tea. Okay, we're back. We ran out of storage on my phone. I'll speed this up here. I got some trioxane tabs to heat up coffee. I'm carrying two 1-quart canteens. One of these has the canteen cup. One of them has the heater. Also on the outside is the iodine tablets for purifying the water. I should have also mentioned I also carry iodine tablets in my battle rattle. This is my medical kit. This is really more of a boo-boo kit. This is for blisters, burns, minor cuts. This is not a blowout type kit. This pouch, I keep all sorts of things for connecting things together. I keep paracord, rubber inner tube for rubber bands, tripwire, duct tape, all that fun stuff in here. This pouch here, I've got a couple trash bags in. Pack it in, pack it out. And here, I like to keep some M&Ms, keep everybody happy. Here's this radio. It's carrying a 77. It's a beast of a radio. Some people would say this is not a, some would say this is a platoon level radio rather than squad. It really depends on the situation. It looks like in this mission we're going to be operating quite a bit forward of any kind of friendly base, so we're going to need the range of a larger radio. And in here, squad level items. I've got 5 boxes of 308 to simulate the belt of ammo for the M60. I have no idea what 2 grenades and Claymore bandolier weighs, but I brought 2 bricks just to simulate that weight. And then he said for the squad we would be carrying 6 magazines also. So here are 6 magazines of 223 for the rest of the guys in the squad. Help share around the weight. I've got some tent stakes and bungee cords for setting up a basha shelter. My rain gear. This is Frog Togs. This is not the best rain gear. I've used it for quite a while. It's okay, and it's what's available in my budget in OD Green. For the radio, the 77 takes 10 D-cell batteries, so spare batteries for the radio. For here, I've got a dry bag, clothing. I'll have 3 t-shirts and 3 pairs of socks. This is a 3-day mission. I'm going to assume that that's a full 72 hours, so I'm going to be able to change socks and t-shirt every day. These are cotton t-shirts. A lot of people swear by the microfiber stuff. I haven't tried it out yet. I'm still running cotton. This pouch, I've got a wool sweater and a soft cap that I can put onto at night or if it gets particularly cold. These are not the best waterproof bags. These are the old Alice bags. As you can see, a lot of the rubber is breaking down off them, but they're still pretty water resistant. 6 magazines for the M1A. That's only 120 rounds. A normal loadout is, what are we at? 7 mags of 223, so it'd be 190 some odd rounds. So I've got a bandolier, 75 round bandolier of 223 for the M1A. I am carrying no less than 6 MREs. Normally I would field strip these, but because I'm going to be putting this back into storage after this video is done. I'm not going to mess with that. I will field strip these if we're going out in the field. If I can fit all this stuff and carry it as it is, then I can carry it stripped. That, I believe that covers everything in my loadout. I should mention, if I didn't already, I've got the E-tool, and on this side I'm carrying spare the tall mast antenna for the radio. Not going to want to fight in this radio. Hopefully I'll be able to draw from supply at one of the pack boards to pack the radio on. Yeah, we'll get it in just a minute. To carry on for when we fight. But for packing in, or if we're operating out of a patrol base, this will work just fine. Thanks a bunch, and good luck to everybody who tries this out. It's been a fun project. Okay, one of the things I haven't talked about much is the uniform itself and things carried on my person. This is the One Shepherd OD green uniform. I'm not wearing it because it's the best to blend in the environment, but because that's the unit uniform. You don't always get a choice on that. On my person, I carry a Kershaw folding knife. This is for fieldcraft. I don't carry a fighting knife because I don't know how to fight with a knife. That's a hole in my training. Need to work on. I've always got chapstick, cigarette lighter, stuff like that. I always carry with me. I always carry a handkerchief. In this case, it's one that's not going to stand out. We started as a group sewing into the top of a Bruni hat a bright piece of fabric, just make sure everybody on the team's got the same fabric, so if we need to signal in a given direction, we can signal to somebody. Found it to be useful, helps prevent sun fratricide. On the signaling line of things, I'm also carrying a whistle. I can find it here. Just a regular, well, I thought I had a whistle on my person. I guess I didn't put it on me. Oversight. Oh, yeah, I do have a whistle. A whistle. Like that. Oh. Oh, we're back. Okay, the last thing I wanted to do, in the interest of keeping it real, was I rucked up. I just moved about 1 kilometer, which is not enough for a real hike, but it's enough for a shakedown. And this is a heavy ruck. There's a lot of weight in here. I don't know what it weighs, but it's a lot. Most of that weight is due to mission essential gear. According to the parameters of this, I'm carrying 100 rounds for belt fed, 6 magazines for the team above and beyond my load, and claymores and hand grenades and flares, I believe. So there's a lot of weight in here. And I chose to carry the radio, which again, somebody would have to carry it on the team. Also, it's deer season right now, so I had to put a little orange on.